Hey, it's Tuesday.
Time for another everyday getaway in the kitchen, and did somebody just say dessert?
And today is a special one.
Yeah, it's a layered dessert, something that we call Oreo Goo, but I think it's really called Oreo Delight, and we'll tell the story a little bit later of where it came from
And
for
if
us.
you like Oreo cookies, you will love this dessert. Kind of like the last one, if you like peanut butter. That was a really good one. This one is for the Oreo lovers.
There you go, Oreo lovers, chocolate pudding, cream cheese. Man, it's a good one. So come on along, and let's make some Oreo Goo. Okay, let's hit the ingredients for the Oreo Goo. We're gonna need 6 tablespoons of butter, a large box of chocolate pudding, any brand is okay, 2 3/4 cups of milk. 2 here, we'll add a little bit more to it. We've got a cup of powdered sugar, an 8-ounce block of cream cheese that has been softened, a pack of Oreos, and I'm sure you could use the regular ones. We've got double stuff. They're on sale at Kroger's right now. And I think this might be a little bit larger. The recipe calls for 14 ounces. This is like 18 ounces, so we ate a couple. And we're gonna make a couple extras on the bottom layer and a large tub of whipped topping. All right, let's get to it.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take some of my cookies here, and I'm going to start taking my frustration out on them, and I'm going to crush them up.
How much frustration do you have?
And these are double stuff, but it said to use the regular ones, but we're using the double stuff.
We have decided that double stuffs are what the regular ones used to be, because double stuffs used to have more stuff in them. Like, honestly, these look like normal old Oreos. So, anyway, we're getting them crunched.
So here we go.
All right, we reserved 1 cup of the crushed Oreo cookies. The rest of the Oreos, we're gonna throw into a bowl here and mix it up with the 6 tablespoons of melted butter. This is gonna make our crust for the bottom. So let me pour this in, and we're gonna make a yummy, chocolatey, gooey crust. And I think the spoon will work. If not, we'll get in there with our hands. All right, this crust is gonna go down in the bottom of a pan. Said use a 9x13. Felt like that was too big. We're gonna use this reusable pan because it's got a nice lid. And we're just gonna squish this down in the bottom.
Okay, so I'm going to mix my cream cheese in the mixture until it's nice and smooth. Once I get it nice and smooth, I'm going to add in my powdered sugar. And then I'm going to add in half of my large container of whipped topping. I'm going to continue mixing it.
That's looking creamy.
And I'm going to go ahead and take half of my whipped cream.
And if you buy 2 8-ounce containers, you'll use 1 whole one. We have the 16-ounce, so that's why Doug's using half of it.
And I'm just going to fold this in. Okay, so I'm just going to take this mixture and I'm going to spread it on top of the crust that we already have in here. And this is just half of it, and I'm going to stick the other half in.
It's a nice little layer of that yummy cream cheese, whipped topping, powdered sugar layer. So it's crunchy on the bottom, nice and smooth and creamy on the center layer, but we're not done yet. There's more to come. The next layer in the Oreo Goo, or this nice little layered dessert, is the chocolate pudding. So we're going to mix the large box of chocolate pudding with 2 3/4 cups of milk. That was 2 cups. I'll get it started. We need to add another 3/4 of a cup. And we're gonna let this whisk end on the mixer do its job until it thickens a bit. Chocolate pudding is thickened up, so I'm gonna very gently begin to layer that. We, back in college, we had this a lot because our roommate, Melanie, I hope you're watching, Melanie and her family, they were Oreo Goo pros. They used this a lot in their house as a go-to dessert, and I haven't had it in a long time, but our cousin Angie brought it to Easter dinner and reminded me of how yummy it was. So thanks, Angie, for the reminder, and thanks, Melanie and family, for the original recipe.
Hey, and if you know somebody that likes an easy recipe, go ahead and share this video out for us. Hit that like button. And if you haven't already, please take a couple of seconds and subscribe and give us a try. Thanks you. We really do appreciate it.
Boom.
Okay, I'm going to put a layer of the whipped topping on top of here and kind of smooth it out.
This is the other half of the large tub, or if you have 2 8-ounce tubs, it's the second tub.
And once I get this smoothed out, then we're going to just put the crumbs on top, stick it in the refrigerator and let it cool off a little bit, and we should be done.
Okay, Doug left us out a cup of the Oreo crumbs. They are just going to get sprinkled on top. Whoops, got a glop there. We'll spread those out. Put those on top. Cover this up. And it says it can be in the fridge for up to 5 days, but they recommend 3 or 4 hours to set. We will see if we make it 3 or 4 hours before we give it a try. There we go. Oreo Delight, what we know as Oreo Goo.
Okay, so that's an easy, doesn't take a long time dessert. It's been in the refrigerator for a couple hours. Probably would be a little bit, if we left a little bit, it'll be a little bit firmer, but I don't think it's a bad thing to make.
No, I don't either. All right, let's give it a go here. I'm getting a bite that's got the Oreo cookie crumb bottom, some cream cheese, some pudding, and some whipped topping. And
the texture of the cookies is really good. The whipped topping kind of balances out the chocolate.
He's not a fan of chocolate,
but it's good. I like it.
And the cream cheese layer, it just adds a richness to the middle of it that I think is delicious. Yeah. It made a big container. I think it would serve a lot of folks, and it's yummy.
Hey, this is another one I would recommend.
All right, thank you for being with us today. Take care of yourselves, take care of others. Hey, thanks Melanie and Angie, and let us take care of you. If you have a prayer request, drop it below. We'll be sure to pray for you.
Hey, and if you like peanut butter better than Oreos, check out our last video. It's really good.
There you go. All right, bye-bye.
Join us next week as we make some homemade Baby Ruths.